So if this doesn't happen, the allowed time is false, meaning we're not within the time window. When we can trade, so now let's proceed to add another important moving average that we will effectively utilize to precisely pinpoint a reasonably good and opportune entry trigger. For simplicity, we've called the first moving average MA1 and the second MA2. So I just updated the variables, added a 1 here, and everywhere the first moving average was referenced. We make a buy when moving average 1 crosses moving average 2 and moving average 1 is above moving average 2. Let's say moving average 1 is the slower average. And we do the opposite when we need to make a sell, so we have the crossover. For the sell, when the fast moving average crosses below the slow one. Now I've set 200 and 100 periods just to have two somewhat different averages. So let's see what commands I've put in the code to try to make the entries. First of all, we need to get the ask and bid prices, that is the buy and sell prices of our cross that we are going to use. So to do this, we use the function symbol info double. We put symbol, so it takes the symbol directly from the chart, and we get as a value the symbol ask, which is the ask price. We do the same thing to get the bid. Why do we need to use both? Because for a buy, you usually use the ask price, and for a sell, you use the bid price. So I'm going to set up the condition to execute a buy. I put an if, so if moving average 2 is less than moving average 1 at value 0, which is the farthest one, and moving average 2 at 1 is greater than moving average 1, this means that we have the fast moving average crossing above the slow moving average from below. And then we add this condition and the allowed time with and, so all three must be valid because we want to trade only during the time period we've chosen. After that, we define the stop loss and the target. I didn't know exactly how to set them, so I defined them in points. I took the entry price minus 100 points for the stop loss and plus 200 for the target. Maybe in the future we'll improve this. The next two lines are used to normalize the stop loss and take profit values, which isn't strictly necessary, but it's always better to do it so that all the decimal places match what's required in MetaTrader, because otherwise, since we're using a double, we might have more decimal places. This line is the most important one because it's the one that actually allows us to execute the buy.